Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and a bit of a weird angle because I don't actually have a bed because we're having new windows fitted in, so I've got a camp bed for the night, which is actually really quite comfy, so I'm not too upset about that. So yeah, I think this is technically a revisit because I'm sure I've done this on the channel before, and it's a beer that I've drunk a fair bit, to be honest. But I've not had it for ages. I've not seen it in my local supermarkets for a while, so I've been going back and forth to Leeds over the past few weeks, and as I was waiting for my train in Manchester, I went to I think was it Saints? No, I've picked this up in Marks and Spencers, and you can get in other supermarkets. It's one that you see loads, but I just never really see it in my area. So I picked up a bottle of Sierra Nevada Torpedo IPA, a bit of a classic, clocking in at 7.2% ABV. For each 55ml bottle. It actually had a security sticker on it, so the label's been ripped, that's so overkill to individually put security stickers on beer. It's like that's overkill in my opinion. Not that you asked for it, nor do you care. But so not had this for a good while, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it. I've not really even had the pale ale for a bit because the last few bottles I've had just haven't been kept properly in the supermarkets. So I think I'm due a revisit because Sierra Nevada Pale was like one of my go-to beers when I was getting into beer. And it would always be that beer, when you go to like a place like Almost Famous or some burger restaurant. And 9 times out of 10 they would have Sierra Nevada Pale Ale available, and that was like really exciting at the time. It's much more commonplace now, and you can get it in supermarkets. And so I've not really touched anything Sierra Nevada for a while. I was hoping to get a bottle of the Celebration IPA, but they just didn't seem to have it. I know some place in the UK got it this year, but the actual last Sierra Nevada beer that I had was last year, and that was the Narwhal Imperial IPA, which I wish I'd have picked up another bottle of that because that was just lovely. It was just like a lovely classic, Imperial Stout. And I think that's what I like about my experience with Sierra Nevada is just good, consistent, classic, sort of pioneering brewing. Do you know what I mean? I thought I'd pick this up. Anyway, waffled on for way too long. Got my Craft Master glass, is it? I can't remember. So let's see what this is like. I will have to quickly check the date on the bottle though, because God knows how long it's been on the shelf. And it's actually written down. Best before is the 20th of June 2020. So could this have a year's shelf life on it? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure how they date their beers, to be honest. But we shall see. This American craft beer is a living product, best stored cold and enjoyed when fresh. So I don't think it's going to be as fresh. Imported by Grand Cru Beers, Dublin, Ireland. So, beer in the glass then, and it's just that classic look, isn't it? There's a little bit more of like a reddish, I'd say cranberry tinge to this one, but yeah, nice deep dark amber. It's got the tiniest amount of haze, but this is back to the old school, good old West Coast double IPA action there. And 2 figures worth of a very light beige looking head. Looks like a nice beer in the glass. When does a beer look bad in a glass? I don't know. Anyway, let's give it a swirl and a sniff. Just get very generic breadiness. I think that foam is blocking the aroma. It's a little bit more sticky, resiny when you smell it out of the bottle. Yeah, it's actually really not much going on in terms of aroma. So let's just get straight into the tasting. Cheers. Oh yeah. What it lacks in the aroma on this occasion, or it makes up for in that flavour. I've missed that sort of West Coast bitterness It's not, you know, palate wrecker. It's not over the top, which in itself isn't a bad thing. So I do like when you get a really big abrasive bitterness on these sorts of beers. It helps, you know, counteract that hazy, sweet IPA that everyone brews nowadays. But yeah, still really not getting much on the nose. Very piney, very resiny. It's got a little bit of like a slight sticky sweet character as well. But it's not like, you know, a malt bomb by any stretch. There's a maltiness there. But yeah, it's that bitterness on the back end that's really damn good. Nice gentle carbonation. Lovely upper medium mouthfeel. Do you know what? This is absolutely lovely. And for a long time, I actually preferred the pale ale to the Torpedo Extra IPA. I think I still do, just because of how, you know, accessible it is. Plus, I've got that history attached to it. But yeah, a 6-pack of bottles in the little card case would be just fantastic right now. And I'd love to go visit the brewery in California, in Chico. Oh, but mind you, I wouldn't be upset if I managed to go to the Mills River premises either. Oh, this is nice. This is really, really nice. It's got a really nice balance to it. It's like precise, well executed brewing. And there's a reason why not only this beer, but Sierra Nevada has the reputation that they have. Especially with all these breweries that are coming out now. It's such a, in a way, it's such an oversaturated market, but at the end of the day, it just means more drinking options for us drinkers, and also in the sort of geographical sense. So there'll be more local options now. But I'm really glad to see that this beer is still making its way over here. I remember when you could really only get this from like your local bottle shops. It's changed so much in such actually a really short time, I would say. The whole, you know, shift of being, just look at the supermarkets now. I'll always support bottle shops. I'll buy online as much as I can. But every now and then, there's some really nice surprises and classics in the supermarkets. And I think I paid like £2 something for this, if I remember correctly. It might be overpricing it in my mind. I can't remember, but yeah. I want more breweries to do these sorts of beers this way. And not sort of like, well, it's kind of like a bridge between East Coast and West Coast. No, just go pure, resiny, sticky, sweet West Coast IPA. But yeah, it's lovely stuff. And thank you. So yeah, in terms of a rating then, I'm going to give this one a solid 9 out of 10. I can't remember what I rated it the first time, but it has been a good long while since I've had it. So if I do have a review of this, I'll put the link down below so you can compare them if you so wish to. But watching me twice in a row, it's not exactly what I would consider a good time. But yeah, it's a classic. I'm so glad that I picked up another bottle of it, and it's one of those ones where I need to drink this more often. It's just lovely. There's nothing too over the top. It's really simple. It's probably going to taste really tame compared to a lot of the IPAs that are around right now. But this is a classic, and I think pretty much everyone who was getting into this in the sort of late 2000s to the early 2010s would definitely, you know, have good memories of this. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Go check out Sierra Nevada. I think I've got a playlist, so I'll put that down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall hopefully see you later. Cheers.